Hello everyone. Today is class number 23 for EMFT. Class 23 for EMFT. Okay. So last day I have discussed that the dipole moment. Okay. So today I have to calculate the intensity at a point due to dipole moment. Okay. So you have to first assume something. So to find the dipole moment, so you have to find that consider a dipole minus q over here and plus q over here, okay, having a small distance d separated. Okay, so consider a dipole having poles minus q and plus q separated by a small distance d, okay. So we have to calculate, right? We have to calculate the electric field intensity E. We have to calculate electric field intensity E at a point P, arbitrary point P. Okay, we have to calculate this point, the intensity at the point P due to this dipole. Okay, so what will be your, suppose this is your d vector. Okay, the distance vector. Okay, so from negative pole to point P, we are joining it by a r vector, and it will be what? See, if it is, suppose it is x vector. Okay, so x vector equals to what? X vector equals to nothing but your, that is by applying the triangle rule. So d vector plus x vector equals to r vector. So x vector equals to nothing but your r vector minus d vector. Okay, so this is r vector minus d vector. This is r vector minus d vector. Okay, so this is your d vector, this is r vector, and this is r minus d vector. Okay, no need to write what x vector now. So actually you are calculating, we have to calculate this one by applying this triangle rule. Whenever you are confused this type of vector calculation, then you can have to apply by using this technique wherever I have seen over here. So you have to first assume something and then apply the theorem and get your result. Okay, so now ignore this x. Okay, so your result will now r vector minus d vector. Okay, so you have to calculate the intensity over here. Okay, so now write the intensity at point P equals to intensity due to minus q charge plus due to plus q charge on the point P, right? So you have to add these two intensity and to get the final intensity. Okay, so whatever the formula, so we have the intensity E vector will be equals to q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, so for due to minus q it will be plus r, right? Due to minus q it will be plus r. So due to minus q it will be, so taking we are taking minus q over here, it will be r vector by r cube, right? Can we write it? Because we have been derived this formula, and plus for the plus q it will be, for due to this point it will be r vector minus d vector distance. So q by 4 pi epsilon naught r vector minus d vector divided by mod r vector minus d vector whole cube, right? So it will be your answer. Okay, so now you have to add them. So in order to add, what we have done over here, so we have to first take it common, q by 4 pi epsilon naught, then your result will be r vector minus d vector divided by r vector minus d vector whole cube minus r vector by r vector whole cube. Okay, So can we write it by taking it common from from these two? So now we have to apply the binomial theorem over this term. Okay, why we are using this binomial theorem? Because this term we have r vector 1 by r vector minus d vector to the power 3. So this term separately please calculate. So r vector minus d vector to the power minus 3, right? So can we write it r vector minus d vector whole square? So I am expressing it in terms of your binomial concept. Okay, so to the power 3 minus 3 by 2. Can we write it? Okay, why we are taking it? Because we have to square up, we have to find the formula. Okay, so this is r vector minus d vector whole square. So what is the a minus b whole square formula? That is a square, that is r. So please wait, we are changing the pen. Okay, so r vector whole square plus d vector whole square minus 2 r vector into d vector. Okay, so it will be minus 3 by 2. Okay, so next line, so we are taking it only magnitude, so need not to put any vector sign, just write r and d, that is r square plus d square minus 2 into rt. Okay, so by taking r square as outside common, then we have r to the power minus 3. Actually we are taking my r square over here, so r square, if we coming out from outside from this bracket, then minus 3 by 2 come, this power is also associated with this term. So r square to the power minus 3 by 2, it will result r to the power minus 3. So that's why whenever r square is coming out from this bracket, then it will give r to the power minus 3, and your result will be 1 plus d square by r square minus 2d by r. Okay, or 2 here it is multiplication, right? So you have to put the vector sign over here because it is a dot product. So but it is a square term, so no need to write over here, but you have to mention a vector sign over here because you are multiplying these two vectors. So obviously it will follow the vector rule, so you have to multiply it like in vector quantity. Okay, so here you have to r vector dot d vector by r square. Okay, it is clear? So now you have to put that d square by r square is very small quantity. Why? Because we know this d term is very small with respect of this r. So now just write this logic, that is here d is very small than r, therefore d square is very small than r square. So d square by r square can be assumed as 0. Okay, so by assuming d square by r square as 0, then you can get the result, that is your this term will be, please write equal sign after that here, so it will be in bracket, then after this line we are writing here. Okay, r to the power minus 3, 1 minus 2 by r vector dot d vector by r square to the power minus 3 by 2. Okay, so now you have to apply the binomial theorem. Applying the binomial theorem. Okay, so by applying the binomial theorem, you have this term equals to r to the power minus 3, this minus 3 by 2 coming over here, so 1 plus 3 r vector dot d vector by r square, right? Okay, so make it equation number 1. So this equation number 1 is nothing but the simplified result of that term. Okay, so now we am ready to use this term over here. So E equals to q by 4 pi epsilon naught, by applying this one, r vector minus d vector by r cube multiplied with 1 plus 3 r vector dot d vector by r square, okay, minus r vector by r cube, okay, because here r to the power minus 3 coming here in denominator part, so you are resulting this way, okay. So you have to now multiply it, and you have to now multiply. Why? Because r minus d vector again multiplied with 1, so it will, if we will continue calculate it, then it will results r vector minus d vector by r cube multiplied with 1 and plus r vector minus d vector multiplied with 3 r vector dot d vector divided by r to the power 5, right, r to the power 5, and minus r vector by r cube, okay, minus r vector by r cube, okay. So now follow the next line, equals to q by 4 pi epsilon naught. So this term and this term, if we solve it, then r cube by r vector by r cube and minus r vector by r cube will cancel out themselves, okay. So it will result r vector minus d vector multiplied with 3 r dot d divided by r to the power 5 minus d vector by r cube, okay. So this term and this term will simplify to result this one, okay. So now you have this one, okay. So but we know that the r is very much greater than d, so r is very much greater than d. So can we ignore this one, that is r vector minus d vector can be exactly equals to r vector, because d vector is very small compared to r vector, okay. So that's why E vector equals to q by 4 pi epsilon naught r vector multiplied with 3, or write 3 r dot d by r to the power 5 minus d vector by r cube, right. So if we express this dot product or expand this dot product, it will results 3 r vector or r vector d vector cos theta by r to the power 5 minus d vector by r cube, okay. So rd cos theta. So actually dot product results scalar, so that's why you are ignoring this vector now, okay. We are ignoring this vector now. So now if we multiply it, if we multiply these two, then you can write 4 pi epsilon naught, so 3 r square d cos theta into a r cap by r to the power 5 minus d vector by r cube. Why? Because this r vector, what is r vector? It will be modulus of r into r cap, right, or a r cap. So this term, this r vector can be expressed as r into a r cap. So this r modulus of r into multiplied with another r, it will become r square, and the remaining direction will remaining here, that is a r cap, okay. So after calculating it, we can results that E vector equals to q by 4 pi epsilon naught, that will be 3d cos theta by r cube a r cap minus d vector by r cube, okay. So now taking this r cube in outside, q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by r cube, taking outside 3d cos theta minus d vector, or 3d cos theta a r cap minus d vector, right. So you can see that there is only one term which is not constant over here. See, for this system d is constant, for this dipole system d is constant, cos theta remains constant because we are taking this theta as a constant one. Only 1 by r cube, that is r is a variable, r may be changeable. Okay, so E vector is directly proportional to 1 by r cube. If we consider d comma q comma theta, d, q and theta are constants. So that's if as it is these are constant, as these are constants, so E vector is directly inversely proportional to r cube. Okay, or directly proportional to 1 by r cube. Okay, so you can conclude that the intensity at a point P, which is placed in a distance r vector from minus q charge of this dipole, will be proportional with the magnitude of the distance from the negative pole to that particular point cube. Okay, or the cube of the magnitude of the distance between negative pole to that point. That means intensity is proportional to the distance in between negative pole to that point, or cube of this negative pole to that point. Okay, so you have to prove it. Okay, so now it is proved. So in your exam purpose, this type of question may have been asked, that prove that E vector will be proportional to the intensity is proportional to inversely proportional with the cube of the distance between the negative pole to that particular point P, where the intensity is to be measured due to a dipole system. Okay, so in this class we have discussed that how you would express this term. So this is your term, right? Intensity value. Okay, and intensity, as it is a vector quantity, so this is also vector, negative sign with another vector, so it will result a total whole vector sign, right? Whole total vector quantity, so that's why it is a vector quantity. Okay, so you have to always remember, you have to check, or you have to verify, that your both side of an equation must have to satisfy the dimensional structure as well as the vector scalar concept. Okay, so as it is a vector, so you have to must produce this, it is a vector. So if there is any mistake to represent it, so please make it correct. Okay, so always remember, you have to check whether two sides of a common equation is always verified. Okay, in terms of your vector concept or in terms of your dimensional concept. Okay, so today's class up to this much, and please wait for next day. Thank you.